would first of all be solved.
Yeah, guys, it works. Let me tell you, because apparently I had road rage.
Why you punching?
But yeah, and I didn't. But obviously, I had to. You have to take advice and try other things. So now, when I'm driving on the road and somebody's being crazy or trying to drive into me, maybe they're just having a bad day. Maybe they're just struggling to drive. But sometimes the car is just so hard to figure out. Yeah, but you have to give them grace. Like, hello guys, it's.
Hey, you didn't even let us sit down. Okay. Hello, guys.
I'm sitting down.
Well, I didn't know. Okay. You're not going to wear the blanket this time?
I'm drinking hot coffee. It's, I want to say Kool-Aid and something so bad. Oh, yeah, you said that.
See, it sounds better. It's Kool-Aid than peanut, right?
No, it's peanuts and Kool-Aid.
Peanuts and Kool-Aid.
We're back. We have another episode, guys.
Another episode. We're not skipping this time.
Yeah.
My name is Kunle.
I'm Valerie. And why don't I go first?
Okay, go first.
Okay, I'm Valerie, guys.
And I'm Kunle.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, she always does the most. But anyway, because I like to be transparent, this is actually our second take of the day. That's how you know that we're trying to give you guys what you want. Because even if it's just one person that says, why haven't you posted? We try and deliver, That's our whatchamacallit commitment to you guys. Even though, as I said, we're just doing this for fun. Well, yeah, we want you guys to have fun with us. And since you guys, at least one person's enjoying it, we're doing it for that one person. So shout out to Uncle Dari. I know you're watching this.
Clock it.
Clock it. Did I do it right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
there's different ways to do it. Some people do this one. Some people do this one.
Yeah,
people do it.
Wow.
Doesn't matter.
All these new ones, yeah. Well, yeah. Let's get started. Second take. Weekend update. Well, my Saturday was basically go to church, choir, come home, sleep, and then stay up until 4 a.m. because I couldn't sleep. Then wake up, go to church, come back, sleep, and then stay up till 4 a.m. again. So, yeah. But yesterday was our 100-year Cherubim and Seraphim anniversary worldwide. So, yeah, it's been 100 years since the start of this band. I can't remember if it's the only only band that started in Nigeria or by a black person, or if it was just one of the first. But yeah, it was fun. It was enjoyable. They had the breakfast that I didn't get to eat because I said I slept till 4 a.m. I knew I was going to be up that early because of my work schedule. And I did not want to be at church by 8 o'clock in the morning, knowing how late we left yesterday. I knew I was going to leave late. Because obviously we have to clean up after we party, So yeah, that was my weekend.
Yeah, my weekend was, boring. But again, instead of talking about my weekend, guys, I was gonna talk about nursing school and answer any questions you guys have on like somebody who was being boring.
Okay.
And basically just like say, don't be like Kool-Aid. Be resilient. Persevere. Nursing school.
Don't
give up.
Hey. I didn't give up. God said I should give up. God really said you're not going to this school. If we are posting the last episode, I had said that I was gonna have a separate episode one of these days to tell the whole story.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you want to be a part of it or?
I don't know. Yeah, but if you guys have any questions, just kind of like leave in the comments or just ask if you're thinking about going to nursing school or you're pre-nursing or honestly you're just like curious. Make sure to ask. I do think it's hard, but obviously life is hard. Everything's hard.
Yep.
You gotta try to make it not hard. You just gotta push through. So yeah,
and pray.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Prayer always works.
Prayer always works.
Yes, you can do everything through Christ.
Through Christ.
Remember that. But yeah, so again, like I said, I think the previous episode I talked about how I was gonna be going to the ED. I'm finally starting, guys, on Thursday.
Ooh.
So hopefully I have some exciting news and exciting things.
Unfortunately, I won't get to see any.
Yeah, see, I actually won't be able to see me because I will be working on the weekends and actually, should I even call it work? Because I'm not getting paid.
Exactly.
But
unpaid labor.
Yes.
You know what they call that? Slavery.
Baby, no. Why would you say that? I'm actually very grateful for this. So no. And plus, I had
You
to
know,
get
getting
really
grateful
good
to
grades.
work for no labor.
I had to
What is it's not
get
even a clinical.
move. That's the same thing.
Unpaid labor. What do
It's
you
the
call
same
that?
thing.
Like
I had to get really good grades. I had to be on the dean's list and stuff like that, and like basically get. I don't know. You guys don't know this yet, but when you do start, I guess like level 2s and like above level 3, which is the highest, and stuff, so I can be able to pick my
talking about
preference.
ATIs, guys.
Yeah, in order for you to pick your preference. So like, if you're like in your last semester, kind of like senior year, which I am in, you they give you like a list of options where you can go to like specialty or like hospitals, and it's only one position per that hospital, by the way, or like per that like unit. So again, I'm in the ED because
God did.
of my, yeah, of course God, but also because my grades, you
God
know.
did.
Yeah, so don't let him try to downplay my hard work.
I'm not downplaying. I'm just saying.
For somebody who couldn't finish their
Got it.
But yeah.
But wait. Who's the manager now? Exactly. Keep talking.
I'm just saying a lot of stuff because somebody always likes to say how you should know this, you should know that.
Because she should. Right now, one semester.
Ever. Like, please.
I've been at one semester left. She's basically a nurse. Like,
but yeah,
basically.
Guys, it's okay. We can talk later. Just make sure you know. Put it in there.
Yeah. Put in the comments if you have any nursing school questions that you want to ask her. Put in there any nursing questions in general.
Yeah.
Especially, as I said, students. Give it to her. Don't be like, some people that she tried to tutor.
What if the people watch the thing?
Hey man, that's their problem. How are you gonna try and help somebody they're telling you no? They're asking ChatGPT. ChatGPT will take your test for you too. All human being came. She took time that she was supposed to spend with me, a whole me, to go to these students. See how I'm flinching? You're
the abusive one.
I don't know what she's talking about. But yeah, people are gonna watch this. Look, I just call me abusive. Isn't that what you're saying? I've been there. But yeah, she went to go tutor these people. She didn't even tell me.
I did tell you. It's been on the calendar, guys. I tell him all the time. He never reads the calendar.
What do you mean? You met them at the Christian stuff you went to last week, and then you went during the week. How am I supposed to remember that one? You didn't
I'm pretty sure it's on the calendar.
I'm pretty sure you didn't tell me.
I'm pretty sure I told you.
No, you just came back and said, "Oh, you went to go tutor all that." Oh.
It's okay, because even the ones I do tell him about, he still forgets.
Yeah, that's like, true.
He gave me tickets to go to the volleyball game. Bro, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take my little cousin.
You know how I said I woke up on Saturday? Okay. I woke up. I was like, why isn't she home? I wait 30 minutes. She's still not home. They're like,
and then he starts calling and texting me, and he has my location, mind you, and he has a calendar right there. We walk outside and be like, oh, okay, this is where she's at. This is what she's doing. But he chose not to and kept blowing up my phone. Yo,
blowing up your phone is crazy. Yes. I called you
twice actually. You called me one, I didn't answer. I saw it and I saw the text.
Wow. Wow. So you even saw you didn't answer.
But yeah, guys, make sure you ask any questions. I did get to see like a C-section. I can't remember one of my clinicals, and that actually makes me want to go into like labor and delivery. But also, I'm not sure if I can really handle that. I kind of have like a few specialties that I want to be in. So like I'm thinking like ICU, ED, labor and delivery, and then maybe like peds. So yeah, feel free to ask any questions. Cooler will answer them.
Who will answer?
But yeah, you say you had something that happened at the gym. What did you want to say?
Oh yeah. So guys, the previous episode we did before this, before I went to the gym. So I went to the gym after, right? And we're just like, oh, I'll just go, blow some steam. And then I hadn't gone that morning because I said I slept at 4 a.m. After I had guitar practice at like 12. I didn't wake up on time. But yeah, so I was gonna go. We were just like, okay, I'll go to the gym. She goes to her Bible stuff. We come back. We record. I go to the gym. Mind you, I'm already annoyed that it didn't work the first time. So yeah, it didn't work the first time. So go to the gym. I bring my jump rope as usual. I was about to bring my jug of water, but they were like, "Oh, no jug of water. It's what's it called?
Lug. Was that
a lug?
Yeah,
it's against the rules." And I was like, "Okay." if you watch the previous episode, I don't even know if it made it to the episode, to be honest.
I don't think
But
it did.
you don't think, yeah. But yeah, in the previous episode, I was basically being called out by one white manager person. She was like, "Oh, it's right there," you know. Actually, let me just tell the whole story. So I went to the gym, come in with my jug of prayer water because I always carry a jug. It's just more convenient for me to drink from since it's prayer water. So I'm gymming, it makes sense. But anyway, yeah. Black employee comes up to me, tells me, "Oh, we can't have that. If you want to put it in the locker, that's okay." But then he keeps going on, like I had just woken up. It was after a night shift, so I was just standing there. Maybe I looked pissed, which is why he kept explaining. Well, yeah. So I was just like, okay, in my head, when this dude stopped talking, I'll go put it in the locker. But he just kept going. I'm going, saying how apologetic he was. Maybe he was just trying. Maybe somebody had got him pissed at something he said. Maybe that's why he was trying to calm down what they need to be calmed down. Then white lady comes in. I'm assuming it was a manager because it looked like she was showing him around. She just points at the wall where it's like, if you go to Planet Fitness, they have like a lunk alert or something. And then it's like, it has an example. Oh, somebody's wearing like a scrawny tank top with a jug of water. And she's like, "Oh, it says it's right there." And I was just like, I was tired, bro. So, I I told um Valerie in the last episode, again, it probably wasn't even in there. But yeah, I told her like, I was mildly annoyed because one, I was just tired. I would have put the water bottle in the locker if Black would just have stopped talking. Yeah, and I was like, well, if they had told me like I wasn't allowed because I was black, I would have just drove home and gone right back to sleep. I wouldn't even have cared.
Strange.
I'm just saying, like she was doing the most for no reason. Yeah. But yeah, so this week, yeah, I mean, today I come in, as I said earlier, not because we had recorded an episode, didn't work, and then my jump rope. I always bring a jump rope. I've been bringing a jump rope for since I started Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
Black lady comes to me, black employee comes to me. Black isn't relevant in this one, but I just say because it wouldn't be fair if I said it for the first one, not for this one.
Okay.
And then she's like, "Oh, you can't do over here as a hazard," which makes sense because I did do it in front of the dumbbell rack, but I've done it there so many times. I didn't think it was a problem.
Doesn't mean
I usually, but usually when somebody is like coming, I stop. I stop jump roping. So it's not like I just keep going. Okay. When I see somebody like trying to come in to pass or something, I just stop or I like jump rope backwards or forward depending on where they're coming from. And then last time something similar happened to me, they just told me, "Oh, I can't do it in front of there. I had to move somewhere else." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Again, makes sense. But obviously, I do it there when I can because right by the pull-up machine, that's where I was gonna go. So yeah, and then she's like, "Oh, you can't do it. It's a hazard, and you're not even supposed to have that. It's extra equipment." I'm like, "What do you mean?"
People bring so many extra,
right?
I guess extra equipments there.
So that means in that sense, that means you can't bring those foam things they use for like squats or like whatever they call those things.
Yeah.
Or like the elastic bands. That means you can't bring that.
I was gonna say like the elastic bands, even like I don't know if the gloves count, but some other stuff bring.
That means I can't bring gym gloves.
A lot of stuff to like that place.
Right? That means I can't bring gym gloves then. And I should have said that to her. I was annoyed. So I didn't say anything. Because when I say stuff when I'm annoyed, it doesn't sound.
People bring all that stretchy rope.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, so
I feel like you need to stop going on.
I should
start going or whatever.
I said I'm never going. Maybe I'll be going earlier then.
Yeah, because I don't even think they do anything. They be letting you walk in for free.
I don't know. She's probably not gonna see, but if she does, I still want to go jump up in one corner. Okay, come catch me again, crazy girl. But anyway, yeah, that's my gym story. That's my gym story.
Guys, please follow the rules. Don't be like, wait.
I am following rules. No. It's a jump rope. It's not as if I'm bringing my own dumbbells or like that's doing the most. It's jump rope.
Makes sense.
Like, come on now.
Oh well, guys, I just came from somewhere, so I wanted to talk about. I guess not really like fully go into it, kind of just summarize it, but like we had to read like section of the book, whatever. But basically, we had like a discussion. It was like, oh, like ask a question or something like that. And I remember talking to you sometime, maybe earlier when we started dating. I'm not sure, but I guess we're in the period.
Why was that you so aggressive?
Oh, I don't know.
Don't know. You just
Yeah.
decided it's
Well,
aggressive.
actually, it'll make sense because honestly, so I asked. No, he was saying you said something was like transactional. So I was like, oh, like you don't love me unconditionally, and he was like, no, I don't think I love you unconditionally. So yeah, so I guess that's why the you is extra.
Okay.
But yeah, so basically, we're talking about like the gospel and stuff like that. But I don't know why this came up. But basically, I was asking like my group. It was like a small group. I was asking like, do you guys think you can love somebody unconditionally? Because basically, I feel like a lot of things is like transactional. I didn't agree with what you said first, but like later on, I did. So that's why I asked the question. So I was like, I feel like a lot of things we do is transactional, even if we don't think it is. Actually, I think somebody said something, and she was like, "Oh, like if when I'm going on a rant. Let's leave that." But somebody said something that prompted the question. Yeah. So then I was like, well, basically it's kind of transactional. Like you think you say it's not selfish, but honestly, I think it's selfish. Because think of it like this: you're saying somebody do something to you, you forgive them, right? But a lot of times when people say, "Oh, forgive somebody," they say, "Oh, don't forgive them for." You're not forgiving them for them. You need to forgive them for you, for your peace of mind. Again, that is selfish thinking. Like you're forgiving it to please yourself. It's something that you're benefiting from. When you give money to homeless people, yes, you can feel like, oh, okay, maybe you're giving money to them just to be nice. No, you feel good about yourself. You feel like, oh, you're helping out, or like you just feel it's to make you feel like you're a nice person, you're a good person. It'd be like, oh, okay, maybe I'm worthy for God, something related, like you're doing something. Even if you forgive somebody, like, oh, okay, because God says I should forgive somebody, so that's why I'm forgiving it. Again, it's kind of transactional. Like you're doing it for your own personal. It's something personal, so it is selfish. So then I asked the question. I was like, well, do you guys think you can love somebody unconditionally then? And so they were like, oh, it's a good question. Again, I said this was like a small group, so it was like 4 people in the group. Well, 3 people, including me, is 4. Yeah. So they're like, okay, so you should ask the question. You should ask the question. So then they go around like the person like kind of leading, kind of in charge, I guess, is like pastor. But so they go around to different groups. And then the other girl in my group kind of raised her hand up, talking like, do you think you can love somebody unconditionally? How you just take my question? Who said you to take my question? You didn't even ask me for permission to ask my question. What made you think I didn't want to ask my question?
Oh gosh, she's so salty.
I will bite you now. Oh, but yeah. So I was like, I mean, honestly, I know she did it for a reason, because I don't know how to call him. I guess the instructor. Let's just say he's an instructor. But he was just like, oh, the previous group he called on, he was like, oh, like you haven't talked, so maybe you can ask the question. So I think that's kind of why she decided to like ask the question. But I feel like she didn't do the question justice, which is why I was kind of annoyed, because I feel like just asking the question like, oh, do you think you can love somebody unconditionally, kind of took away from everything I said leading up to the question.
So she didn't ask it the way you would have asked it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like somebody else answer was like, oh, I don't like, I think you can. Like, well, this is one of the girl. She's like, I think you can love somebody unconditionally, because like think of my parents, like they love me unconditionally, like they do something, like I can come back to them, all this type of stuff. And then again, I'm like, okay, again, that kind of shows it's still transactional. Like, what makes you think your parents is not doing it because they want to feel good about themselves? Again, think of it like this. You know how people like, oh, it's your parents, you have to forgive them, you have to forgive them. There are still people in your everyday life. They're just regular people. They just so happen to be your parents, but you have forgiveness on your parents because that's the type of relationship, like it's like, oh, like let's say your parents I don't know, stab you in your back, right? If some random person stab you in your back, you're less likely to forgive them than you are for your parents. And the only reason you're more like likely to forgive them is because it's your parents. So, like it has to fit certain like criteria. And it's because, oh, you want to feel good about yourself. Like it's still not like unconditional. So but you guys like let me know what you guys think. But honestly, I think you can't love somebody unconditionally. Like only Christ, loves somebody unconditionally. Yeah. Well, what
Yeah.
do you think? I mean, I kind of know what you think, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I can't remember. I think grandpa in church, or the leader of our church, I call him grandpa, but he asked that question, and I said the exact same thing. Like, even if it's a parent loving a child, the
Mm-hmm.
condition is because it's their child,
Yeah.
you know, or even in a relationship, if that person doesn't do like acts in a way that's not pleasing to you, you can fall out of love.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have to understand there's different types of love,
Yeah.
There's just love like, oh, you do something to me, I'll forgive you. That's the love like God preaches about, you know. And he mentioned there's a difference between love and like.
Mm.
So when you say, can you love someone unconditionally, you have to specify the type of love. Like, are you talking about romantic love? That one, I would say you can't. There's
Mm.
very much conditions. If you're saying relationship love, again, relationship transactional. You know, you're
Okay.
somebody's friend because maybe they align with what they
So,
do.
what
You
would
agree
you?
with them.
What love then do you think is
The
unconditional?
love that's unconditional is just the one like you should have to others as a fellow human being. I don't know what type of love. There's probably a name for that love in one psychology textbook or something. But then it's basically just like, as your fellow human being, I'm here to help. I don't hate you. You can dislike them, but then I wouldn't wish for your death.
I feel like that's basic humanity, though. Like that's
Yeah,
what you should, you
yeah,
know.
that's what I'm saying. That's the type of love you can have unconditionally.
Okay.
That's why he said it's in between like and love. You can dislike somebody, but then if they ask you for help and you see it's
Mm.
something that obviously makes sense, also use wisdom with it. You should help them with it. But then if you dislike somebody, you wouldn't sit down and go and eat breakfast with them because they will go poison you.
I think I understand what you're saying, but
Yeah,
I don't agree.
yeah.
Like like yes, like you,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like that's something you should have. That's just humility. Like you see somebody, you should care for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's
Caring love.
caring.
Yes.
Yeah,
Maybe
like
that's what it would be called. Caring love. Yeah.
But like if you like you're saying okay, like yes, you see a stranger, okay, and you see somebody there asking you for like let's say somebody's asking you for money or for
Yeah.
food.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's something that's you trying to be, good. Obviously we like the Bible said we're not good, only Christ is good.
Oh, I
But
mean, now I understand what you're saying. You mean like loving, like just to love, not
yeah.
because it makes you feel good.
Yes.
Ah, yeah, I don't believe in that one. There's a whole like psychological, not psychological, philosophical debate about like, are people actually like, can people actually do stuff out of goodwill?
That's kind
You
of what
know,
I'm,
like if you see a dog that's hurt, do you help the dog just because it's hurt and it's the right thing to do, or do you help the dog because it makes you feel better? Obviously,
I
some
feel
people will
like the
say, "Oh, it
thing
was the
kind of,
right thing to do."
yeah.
Actually, that's a bad
I feel
example.
like you can't take it apart though. I feel like
Yeah.
it's like connected.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's
Like you can.
hard to like,
Mm-hmm.
something.
That's a good question. As I said, there's been like a whole. I remember there's one of my psychology classes again. There's like, can human beings be truly altruistic? That means like, can they
Mhm.
really be like truly caring or loving?
Mhm.
That's the word altruistic. That's a type
Mhm.
of love.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I
Mm-hmm.
think despite everything I just said, I
Mm-hmm.
still think you should strive to be like Christ, to show the love he's shown to us,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like that. It might not like be the same, but again,
Mm-hmm.
even if like you don't think it's unconditional, maybe that person may feel like it's unconditional, and that's
Mm-hmm.
all that matters.
Yeah. I feel like it's also a shift in mindset.
Mm.
Instead of like you see a crackhead on the street. I don't know if that's.
Wow.
I'm just like you
Wow.
see somebody
You
that
see somebody who's addicted to crack
a crackhead
against their will. It gives them if they
against their
have a
will.
problem with
Okay,
something. It doesn't
you
mean
see
they're
someone with an
identified.
addiction issue. Okay,
Yeah.
so a crackhead.
Okay,
So
baby.
yeah, the first reaction, I'm like, oh my goodness, look at this one. That's kind of disgusting. Or look at what they're doing. They must be
Mhm.
crazy. But then instead of you can shift your mind like, oh, maybe something happened. Maybe that's why they went to crack. Maybe they just didn't have the right people to be around them. Maybe their friends introduced them to it and they
Yeah.
just got dependent on it,
Exactly.
Like, yeah, that shift in mindset. Like in one of my psychology classes, they
I
call it
also took psychology, guys. Somebody acting like the real
my
psychologist over
degree is
here.
all in is in was in business psychology, but then
I'm just
it's basically
playing.
I've been I get defensive about my degree of psychology stuff. But yeah, it's called reassessment or something like that. But basically it's just like instead of thinking, negatively, switch the mindset. And in that way, first of all, a lot of conflicts that people have with each other would first of all be solved.
Yeah, guys, it works. Let me tell you. Because apparently I had road rage per what somebody
Why
said.
are you punching at
But
me?
yeah, and I didn't. But obviously I had to, you have to take advice and try other things. So now when I'm driving on the road and somebody's being crazy or trying to drive into me, maybe they're just having a bad day. Maybe they're just struggling to drive because sometimes the car is just so hard to figure out. Yeah, but
Apparently,
you have to give them grace. Like God has given you grace. But yes, but actually, guys, it does work. Like
it does.
if you see
See,
somebody,
isn't
yeah,
it nice when you take my advice?
okay, sometimes,
Exactly.
but yes.
So
So
you see this girl, yeah?
if somebody's trying to something into you, maybe they had a really bad day, something's not going their way, and they're just trying to look for an outlet for their anger. Yeah, but you gotta just look at different perspectives, like he said.
Yeah, just look at a different perspective. That's it.
Yeah,
that's one of the secrets to life.
Okay. Did you want to ask your other question, or is that it for today?
We can add it. Yeah.
Okay.
So we answered this in the one we couldn't submit the video. We did before, but I was just gonna ask it again. I didn't really want to ask it because I wasn't sure if we'll get the same reaction. But yeah, actually, you know what? Give me I'll switch up the scenario a bit, so that it'll be like a genuine reaction.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Um. Okay. Let's see. Mm,
Use your
let's
brain.
say.
Nothing.
Well, did you just say use your brain?
What?
What?
Are you trying to gaslight me, bro?
Okay.
Oh.
Anyway, you see, apparently it's always to do gaslighting.
Come on, Bibbs. You do this to me all the time.
Okay.
But okay.
I can't remember where I heard this from, but I'm pretty sure I heard it from someone like a question. Let's say, well, again, similar to the previous one. The previous one I asked it was, let's say we're walking down the street, a random girl comes to slap me. I don't know the girl, but she thinks I know her or I'm her ex or something. And I gave her what would she do if we're 2 weeks into dating? What would she do basically right now?
I feel like he's giving you guys too much details. When he asked the question, it was more like, oh, okay, we're walking down the street, let's say Minneapolis, and then a random girl just come and slap me. And sorry. I'm sorry, you cut me off on time. You'll be fine for all the bullying you do.
Apparently.
But yeah, so a random girl comes and just slap him, and then I'm there, and he's like, "What would you do?" And I asked him well, what did you slap you? Because obviously it depends. If a random girl comes and slaps on your butt, I'm like, okay, you guys are probably in a relationship.
This is the argument we had before, yeah. When
I was gonna go skip over
when I asked the question, yeah, I told her random girl comes to slap me. She's asking me where. I was like, what do you mean where? If somebody said, "Come on, slap," they slap somebody. Where do you think they slap somebody?
Okay, guys. Yeah, whatever you say, I did apologize for that. If it made
Hey
him
man,
feel better.
comment to me.
If
you would think, that if I say slap somebody, it will be asking where.
Depending on what you said and the situation.
All I said, random girl came to slap me.
Okay, babe, let's move on.
Okay, we're moving on.
So then he
so
said,
be yelling at me. Anyway.
Okay, then he said, I'm not gonna address this because Cooler bullying me all the time. I can't say anything. So now that we're on camera and he can't bully me, I will. Yeah,
I'll keep you on camera.
Okay, chill.
Exactly.
But okay. So yeah, so then we finally got to the question because he would not let the slapping stuff go. So he finally said, okay, like we're 2 weeks into dating and like this person like randomly come like and slap him. Mm-hmm. So now I was like, well, I'm just gonna be as shocked as you. Like I would just look at them and be like, oh, like look at your face first. It's like what's going on? What's your reaction? Yeah. And then honestly, I'm not gonna go slap the girl, do anything. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna sit there and look pretty because now why am I putting myself in? If you guys know, not all dudes are faithful. Let's just say that. I shouldn't say all men are not faithful because I believe men are faithful if they choose to be. Obviously, being faithful is a choice. Yeah. So yes. So like I said, I don't know if you guys are a thing or if you've been cheating on her and she just found out that you're hanging out with me and stuff like that. I'm not just gonna go and jump in to like start hitting somebody and get beat up over what. Yeah. And then the other one, he was like, okay, so let's say we've been dating for like years and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then this random person come and slap me. And I told him, yeah, I'll go slap the person. Mm-hmm. Because especially given our relationship, like I trust him, right? I don't even have to go through his phone. Like I do like take his phone and just do random stuff on it. Honestly, that's not even me going through his phone. Like I'll go look at my own pictures in his phone. That's why I take his phone for. Or go to his bank account just to make myself feel bad. I go see how much you have in your account to see how much I don't have. Bro. But
I just started making manager money, bro. It's okay. You have to feel when you start making a nursing with me, I'll start doing that. Don't worry, I won't be doing that. I won't concern with you.
But yeah, I just like play his phone and I tell him his phone is boring. Like if I go, let's say I'm on my TikTok for too long and it's honestly just boring. I go on his TikTok and it's lame, bro.
Bro, I don't even watch TikTok. I don't even know why you be going. I mean, I don't see the point. Like she just be going on my phone to go on my social media. And I'm like, bro. I don't know what you're looking for, but you're not gonna. My sense of humor is broken.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
My sense of I can laugh at anything, bro. So, and then she's part of the tough crowd. I don't even know how I make her laugh sometimes. Yeah, but yeah,
it's just.
I don't know what she's looking. Huh?
I said just because I love you.
What that? See, I'm not funny apparently, just because she loves me.
He don't think I'm funny. Why would I think he's funny? Please. But yeah, so like if it's given that situation. I do think you're funny, Viv. I love you.
Get away from me.
But if it's like given that situation, yes, I'll go fight the person. Like I'll slap them back. If I have to pull hair, we'll do that. We'll fight. If I get beat up, okay, I get beat up. Then I'll come home and probably beat him up.
After you beat it up.
Because why didn't you help me when I'm getting beaten up?
You know what? That leads perfectly into the question I was gonna ask you before you decide to go on a back. On a flashback. Okay. And I was gonna say, like, let's say, again, we're walking down the street. Mm-hmm. Random girl comes to you now, and then she just starts like beating you.
Damn.
Yeah. Let's say we're 2 weeks into a relationship. What do you expect me to do?
I mean, I don't expect you to fight her, but I expect you to take her off of me, like a normal person would do. Mm-hmm. If I see somebody getting like basically beaten to death or like really beaten, like getting beaten.
Well, not beaten to death, like she just came and just start.
But you don't know what's going on. It doesn't matter. You're supposed to take them off. Like if I could do that for you, I would do that for you. That's different than me going to fight somebody. That's like you removing. It's kind of like, how like I wouldn't even do this. In high school, when I saw people fighting, I was the type to like hang back and probably record. Because in middle school, I saw one other girl try to jump in, like try to separate them, and the way they slap her, bro, like, and then they started dragging her. And then they thought when the teachers and they came, they thought she was part of the fight. Why she got beat up? So, mind you, I don't expect you to like get into the fight and like get in the middle. But yeah, you can pull the crowd. You're a dude. You're strong. You can pull them out.
Okay, what about if her dude is there too?
Pull her off. Like you're not. If
no, I'm saying like let's say Like I mean, like let's say I'm pulling her off, and dude jumps in too.
That's different. I think he's gonna try to fight you, and then you guys
Yeah.
should be fighting.
Okay, so it'll just be a battle royale.
Yeah.
Boy versus boy, girl versus girl. I guess I need to go
Yeah.
to the gym even more. I guess.
Yeah. But it's okay. If they do beat me up, just make sure we have a picture and know who they are. I will go back for my round 2 with pepper spray. Exactly, because that's not fair. Why are you gonna just jump in like that out of nowhere?
You see, this girl's
Like,
crazy.
no, that's not fair at all.
Bro, I want to say this in the previous episode. I was talking about like when I overdo it, and then she's like, you know, what should I call it? She gets like a crazy look in her eyes, and then she pounces on me, and then she's just like, I don't even know. She's pinching me, punching me, even though her punches don't hurt. Like,
wow, that hurt my feelings.
I feel like,
you guys see all the muscle I work for, and he talking about it.
Let's see. It's trying to.
No,
anyway, but yeah, she'll be beats like she'll just be on top of me doing whatever, and she'll look like she'll be so like.
He just lets me win, honestly, because he's trying not to hurt.
Yeah, I'm trying not to hurt her, but it's like, bro, don't let me ever actually piss off this girl because that it actually like scares me just a slight bit, but it's like more intriguing. Kind of like, damn, you know, I like a little bit of craziness, you know.
He's just so annoying.
Oh yeah, oh my goodness.
But I think in the previous episode, I told him about like basically how I got bullied when I first came to the U.S. So,
the one that we didn't we couldn't bring out because technical issues.
Yeah. So basically, like I just came like probably like a month before school opened, so kind of like had like my thick accent because you know. But yeah, and like I was probably like there was only 3 African kids in their school. I actually like identify as African. Actually, not even identify. It's just people knew they were African, so they were forced to say they're like they're forced to say like, oh, they're African, but it didn't sound like they're African.
This was a time where being African in the school was like
yeah. Like these two, especially this other girl, she had like really big lips, so like they knew she was African, but she didn't have the accent, obviously, because she grew up here.
Yeah.
And then this other dude, he acted like he was Black American, but then his name was like really like African. So, like, yeah. So then at the time, I was the only African because I'm African and I have the African accent. And even my cousin, bro, she was like, when I first came to the school, she was saying, oh, she was my cousin, but then they were like, oh, well, she's African, so that means you're African. She was like, no, she's not my cousin. Yeah.
Damn.
But
hey man, if you're a cousin, you're seeing this, shame on you.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of stuff. Me and her ended up fighting too.
Really? Who won?
I don't even know, but I think I did because I got kicked out the room to go into another room. But I think I did.
Dang.
Yeah.
She was vicious, huh? See, when I was talking about that crazy eyes, now you see.
No, guys, there's not. Don't be violent, please. I'm not violent. Violence I can't even fight.
It's never the answer.
Yes,
it's the last resort.
He's not telling that to my kids, guys.
I'm telling that to my kids, bro. You're gonna tell. I said this on the one we recorded first, bro. My kids are getting bullied. And they're trying to tell me some stupidness, the teachers, because as much as they say no bullying, no something, what can teachers really do, especially now?
Yeah.
When they take their phones, kids are screaming at teachers. What can teachers really do?
Exactly.
I'll tell my kids, stand up for yourself. I know you're Black. I know it's harder for Blacks, but if you don't stand up for themselves, they won't leave you. You don't have to do the most though, so you don't get in trouble. But if you just give them a boom, even if you get in trouble at school, I'll support you. As long as you thought about it, you have to think, you have to be smart about it, you can just be like me. I'm never going to fight with anybody at school, so nobody bullies me. So
yeah. But oh well, I feel like that's something I will teach my kids, but not what he's saying. Like more like if you're getting bullied, like if you try every other options, like I did, like I talked to, I'm pretty sure I told my mom. Yeah, and then what else did I do? I try to like get away from the person, I guess. But like again, if that's not working, and yes, maybe like we could take other steps. But if it really come down to it, but try not to
throw all them hands. As a child of God, God said, "Don't be stupid. Don't hands. You need violence sometimes."
Baby, stop it, though.
I just say it.
No.
Wow.
But yeah, so like I was saying, so basically like this girl, again, she was like bigger than me. She was like kind of big, but not that big. But she was also taller than me. And then like she would like basically just bother me the whole time, bro.
Yeah.
And like this one day, she decided to pull my hair. And I was just like, oh, like I'm not having this today. Like I was just wasn't in the mood. Because at this point, I feel like I've tried everything for her to stop, and it's been going on for like a while. And it's like, bro, like just stop. So then I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna sit here and just let you pull my hair. Like, what's going on? Mind you, when I was in Liberia, I used to be fighting boys. So like, what makes you think you're just gonna come pull my hair? And like, I was even like trying to get into it with this one boy. I think like one of the iron. It was like some. I don't know why we had an iron in my school, like a big like rod or something like that. And like I was trying to pick it up. I was like chasing people with a rod. Don't do that, guys. But yeah, I was chasing people with a rod, and then it fell. And then like I think the dude like ended up stepping on it at the same time I was picking it up. So like my whole nail came out, bro. Like it was just like half of my nail came out. And instead of crying like a regular person would do, I'm sitting there trying to affirm it like, yeah, I'm that girl. I didn't cry. I go home. I was even hiding it from my mom. My mom eventually saw it. She's like, yeah, let's go to the hospital. But yeah. So again, like I said, like why are you just looking being weird? I'm not gonna touch you. I'm gonna act like I don't see you. But
I don't think I'm safe.
You're just doing too much.
I don't think I'm safe anymore, guys.
But yeah, so like
keep all iron away from her.
So she pulls my hand. I go and I pull her hair, but I guess I pull it a little too hard. All her friends notice it, and they're like basically amping her up, telling her, "Oh, like you can't just let her do that." Basically, just instigating, like he be doing all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Big instigator.
I'm the most peaceful person on earth.
So like we went to lunch, came back, and then we sit in the same like. In science class, we sit on like basically next to each other. So like the class is going through. It's probably like less than 20 minutes, something left to the end of class, and her friends are basically like, "Oh, you're really not gonna do anything," like da da da. So then she gets up and she pulled my hair. So I'm basically like standing up trying to pull her hair, and she's like trying to stop me back. That was basically it. But then when I went home, my uncle's like, "Bro, if you know how to fight, we'll beat that girl up and put her head in the toilet like your cousin did."
My uncle just crazy.
Yeah, and then we want to judge the kid.
I see what he's in. Runs in the family, bro.
That's why you're acting crazy because I'm not even crazy. I'm more like, don't be violent, don't get into fights. I know who like
because you know how it is.
I don't get into fights. Exactly.
I've never got into a fight with anybody in my life.
That's because he was a nerd.
Apart from my brother, yeah.
That's good. I feel like when you're a girl, you tend to get into more fights because people they're just like drama.
You guys do. What's wrong with you guys?
Yeah, like I don't get into fights. So that was just middle school. In high school, I didn't get into no fights, and I still don't get into fights. So guys, again, take that. No violence.
Yeah, no violence.
Don't put your hands on people. Learn how to control your emotions.
Yeah, don't be like her.
If anything, don't be like you.
I don't know what she's talking about.
When somebody say something to you that you don't like me saying, bro, babe, move. Don't pick somebody up and go throw them on the bed, or don't tickle them.
Amen.
Control your emotions. Take some time and breathe.
I have to show who's who in this place.
What does that mean?
I have to show who's the man in this relationship.
My gosh.
Yes.
Whatever. But guys, let us know what you think about the question. Do you think somebody can love somebody else unconditionally? Yeah. Pretty much.
And two, what do you think she should do? The previous scenario where I said, if they slap me, random girl come slap me, tell me what you would do. I mean, as a female, as a male, and let's switch it around. Let's say random dude come slap her. What would you do as a male, huh? Yeah, put that in the comments. Answer below.
Yeah, stop telling us in person what you guys thought and like not leaving in the comments.
Put it in the comments. We need that comment section.
Yeah, giving us recommendations in person, but not in the comments. Right? Again, put it in the comments.
Right, and make sure you like our video. We don't know if you watched it unless you like views. Can mean 1 second. I don't know how YouTube counts views, but it can mean a second. It can mean a minute. Well, yeah.
Okay, guys. That's it for today. Peace out.
Yeah, peace out. Oh, actually, nobody answered the question for last week. So either way, I'm not giving nobody $25 on Cash App. So yeah, good luck with that.
My sister said she was gonna answer, but I guess she didn't put it in the comments. I told her she has to put it in the comments.
That is okay. She didn't answer. I'm not cashing it. I was actually thinking about it. Now I don't have to.
What if I said something in the comments? Will you cash at me?
I'm not cash apping.
Why not?
You already get all my money in the first. She eats all my money in the first.
That's true, but still.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you guys for listening. This was actually longer than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But yeah, Good
Peace
night.
out.
Peace out.